we may actually be getting a classic zombies game mode coming to a modern zombies game after all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. The classic point system is returning to Black Ops 7 Zombies.
I'm having faith that if this is real, this could change zombies in Black Ops 7 for sure.
Black Ops 7 Zombies might just become one of the greatest zombies games of all time, balancing both the modern players and the classic players. The Ghost of Hope tweeted out yesterday saying, exclusive, Black Ops 7 Zombies will launch with standard mode, meaning your modern mechanics from Black Ops 6, and classic mode, which is marked down as the cursed mode. This classic mode is planned to have its own separate wall buy, mystery box, and allowed weapon list, no minimap, perk limit is 4, no exfil, the classic point system, you start with a pistol and no armor. This is what people have been asking for. Now, a lot of people have been saying they should just include some classic mechanics to fit in with some modern mechanics. Now, I totally get that, but splitting between two modes, I am very excited to see how they do it, because one, this sounds great, but it also is quite concerning. Let's break down the list here. So, obviously, its own separate wall by mystery walk and allowed weapon list. I'm already very happy about this, as I did make a video saying how the current mystery box is useless, and I never spin it compared to that of the modern games. So having the mystery box be usable again and not be useless now is actually great within this classic mode. So big W's there. No minimap, I mean that's cool, but within Black Ops 6 you could just turn it off, so that's just like whatever, but it's turned off by default, so I still appreciate it. Perk limit is 4. Now I'm seeing a lot of people bitch about this because of two reasons. One, a lot of people liked the Infinite Warfare zombie system where you could get up to 5 perks, and if you wanted other perks you could remove one of the perks that you have and just go buy another one. I would like that type of perk system as well personally. I actually really like the modern zombies perk system, I actually do, but I do think in terms of like the classic perk system, I think Infinite Warfare Zombies done it really the best, because the fact that you can remove perks and you could get 5 perks, it's great, but having a 4 perk limit makes stuff a bit harder, and I actually quite like it. It is classic zombies at the end of the day, but keep in mind, just because it's classic zombies doesn't mean it's always great. But in my opinion, I really hope that just because it's a 4 perk limit, I hope there is multiple ways to get more perks, because a lot of people were saying how having 3 perk side Easter eggs in the modern games don't make any sense, especially when there's no perk limit. But now there's a good reason as to why those 3 perk side Easter eggs are useful within Black Ops 7 Zombies, because of this cursed classic mode. So I'm personally very excited for that, and I just hope it isn't just like 1 free perk side Easter egg or 2. I hope there is many free perk side Easter eggs within Ashes of the Damned and the many more maps to come for this cursed classic mode, so that you can able to get all perks instead of just an extra 1 or 2. This also makes it so, from official statistics here within Black Ops 6 Zombies, Treyarch did state that not a lot of people use Black Ops 6 Gobblegums. So I love the Black Ops 6 Gobblegum system personally, and it is true, I hardly use Gobblegums. I personally would rather play with no Gobblegums, but playing with Gobblegums lets me have the same experience as I would with no Gobblegums in Black Ops 6 Zombies. At least that's how I feel personally. But with cursed mode, this would give more people and more reason to use Gobblegums, so this is another big W as well, and it would give you another way to get all the perks. And then of course no exfil. Now exfil is one of those things where it's like, it didn't really need to be removed. It's one of the few modern things where it's like, this just proves that classic stuff and modern stuff can be combined together, you know. But having no exfil, it's like, it didn't need to be removed, but if it's removed anyway, it's not that big of a deal anyway, so it's whatever on that one. The classic point system, now this is what everyone is having a hard on for. Shout out to my boy Expert Fusion. I don't think I've ever seen a more happier man and a more louder voice for the classic point system ever in my life. The classic point system, everyone's been asking for it. A lot of people don't like the modern zombies point system. I don't mind it personally, but I do prefer the classic point system a lot more. It also makes basically every weapon, especially like bad ones, actually have like a lot more use, because that way you would have the good weapons for damage and then you have weaker weapons for points. Take the Weevil from Black Ops 3 for example, you know, that's not the best weapon, but that thing was a point machine, and if you got a lot of points from that weapon, you could then use those points to then spin it on a better weapon from the box, or Pack Punch or something like that. So this is really great to see. I am very, very happy to see the classic point system return. On top of that, we have starting with a pistol. Now, I'm very glad we are starting with a pistol, because there's been the whole argument of, oh, you could just start with a pistol, you could play it any way you want in Modern Zombies, but the whole argument with you could just start with a pistol, specifically Modern Zombies, when you can select any weapon you want, is it's a weaker weapon. Like, you could start off with any weapon you want. You're obviously going to want to use the strongest weapon in Black Ops 6 Zombies, like the Maelstrom, for example. You know, that's the weapon I mainly use, or the Strider pistols, or the GS45s, or even the ASG shotgun. Like, you're going to want to use the strongest weapon, unless you're camo grinding, but that's really it. But that's a good thing as well. Like, you have a standard mode for camo grinding, which I think is what most people will do for camos, and then of course you have the cursed mode for just playing classic zombies on a newer game. So that is cool and all, but the whole thing with starting with a pistol, if you want to start with a pistol to get that classic zombies feeling, is it's not just the pistol itself. It's not just starting with the pistol. It's like, what can the pistol do? Starting with the pistol made it so you played a different way. Are you just going to kill zombies with the pistol? Are you going to shoot them in specific spots to get more points? And that's where the classic point system kicks in. I feel like starting with the pistol in Modern Zombies as of right now, there's no point, because it doesn't do anything. You're not going to get any points until you kill them, whereas if you were to use your pistol and shoot some zombies, you're going to get 10 points every bullet that hits the zombie. So, like, the starting with the whole pistol issue is like connected to a lot of other issues, and that's the biggest problem with Modern Zombies. It's like the current Modern Zombies like point system issue, like, it's connected to a bunch of other issues. The same goes for the rarity issue. It's connected to a bunch of other stuff. Like, a lot of stuff needs to be reworked for this issue to be fixed, but then if that issue gets fixed, this one needs to get fixed too, because then it wouldn't work properly. It wouldn't be balanced. But with them splitting classic mode and the Modern Zombies mode being the standard mode, I'm very excited to see how they do it, because it also gets me concerned too, but we'll get back to that in a second. And then of course, no armor. Now, I'm happy with that personally, but then it's like, are they going to give us a shield? Like, what's going to happen? And this is where everyone gets worried. Obviously, they're going to have to rework the zombies AI, because without armor, if you're on the high rounds with just jug, no armor at all your perks, shit like that, zombies can two-hit you, which is absolutely nuts. But in this classic mode, if we're not going to have no armor, is the zombies AI going to work completely different to the point where you'll still get your 5 hits no matter what round you're on? Or is it going to work like Modern Zombies, where you'll have no armor in this classic mode no matter what, and when you're onto a high round, it's just going to be a 2-hit down whether you have jug or not? Like, it's going to be really confusing, and it's going to be really concerning. So I'm really interested to see how Treyarch does it. But all in all, I'm excited for this mode, but like Milo stated in his recent video, where's the catch? Like, this sounds great, I'm excited for it, and Ghost of Hope did state that there is some stuff on here that will be in classic mode that he just hasn't mentioned. So for instance, the classic Wonder Fizz was leaked ages ago, and that's probably going to return. It wouldn't make sense for the classic Wonder Fizz not to return in this classic mode at all, so please Treyarch, make the classic Wonder Fizz return. And in terms of like rarities as well, because a lot of people were talking about what about rarities, all that stuff, rarities can stay in classic zombies if they make it so the rarity system is tied with the pack-a-punch, so every time you pack-a-punch your rarity tier goes up as well. But my good friend Cameron in Zenixy on my latest video mentioned how every box weapon should be blue, and then the moment you pack-a-punch, it's instantly the max rarity. That's not a bad idea, and the fact that the classic point system is coming back, what does that mean for rarities in that sense? Like, I don't know, we'll just see, because the Black Ops 7 Zombies reveal is tomorrow. All around, I'm very excited, but I'm also concerned, like, this could be not balanced, because like they gotta basically make it so the game works really well for one mode, which is the Modern Zombies mechanics mode, and then they gotta rework the whole thing for the classic zombies mode, where the zombies AI is fine and all that stuff. But again, we'll just see what happens. All in all, I'm excited. A lot of people are excited, but we definitely got to keep realistic expectations. Just because the classic mode is happening doesn't mean they can't butcher it. Like, all these systems, all this stuff coming back, it's great, but it's got to work well with the zombies AI. It's got to work well with everything that's on the Ashes of the Damned map. And you know, as some of the basic Modern Zombies features, like the zombies AI, all that stuff, going to affect the classic mode, or is the classic mode going to affect the Modern Zombies modes? Like, it all depends. But all in all, I'm very excited. I wanted to make this quick video discussing it because I'm very happy, but I also just wanted to say that there's definitely a catch here, and if there isn't, then that is good. All of us will be happy, and I think Treyarch is doing a massive W. I also want to give huge shouts to Treyarch, because they are listening. Like on the launch to Black Ops 7, they have really been listening for both multiplayer and for zombies, and it really makes me happy to see that. I know like the community bitches Treyarch, but know that we just want the best of the mode that we all love. So again, and if you guys have any critiques for any game that you love at all, please be respectful. Don't be a massive a-hole about it, you know, because at the end of the day, all these developers, they're people too, and they're trying to give us the best experience possible. So Treyarch, please, thank you so much for all you've done, and thank you for listening to us. I'm very excited to see what you do with Black Ops 7 Zombies. Thank you for all you've done these past few years, because it's been a grind for Treyarch, man. Like going through Black Ops 4 Zombies just not being well received from the community, then Black Ops Cold War, well granted being well received, that wasn't supposed to be their year for Call of Duty. It was supposed to be Sledgehammer, and then they had to come in and make their own game that year during COVID. Then they worked 4 months on Vanguard Zombies and still updating that game for the rest of the DLC season of Vanguard Zombies, and then they made Modern Warfare Zombies for launch in the first 2 seasons, and then they focused on the rest of the storyline throughout the whole mode and just gave the gameplay stuff for Sledgehammer. Then they focused on their new game being Black Ops 6 Zombies, and now they're doing a full game for themselves again with Black Ops 7. So Treyarch has been non-stop working over the course of like 6 to 7 years on mostly just zombies, and of course 3 games being Black Ops Cold War, Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. 3 Treyarch titles in like the span of like what, 5 years? Like it's nuts. So Treyarch, after Black Ops 7, you guys deserve a well-deserved break. Like, let Infinity Ward, let Sledgehammer up, like, make their next 2 games, and do not work on their zombies modes. If they want a zombies mode, do not work on them, please. You guys deserve the break, please. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all within the next video or live stream. And goodbye!